Listen closely, because this might sting a little. Most people don't ruin their lives with catastrophic decisions. We ruin them with the sentences they repeat every day. Little phrases, throwaway lines, words that expose weakness, kill opportunity, and announce to the world, I don't think, I don't grow, I don't take responsibility. You've heard these lines before. You've probably said a few yourself. But here's the truth. Your language is the front line of your mind. A strong man guards it. A stupid man leaks everything. Today, we're tearing apart the 5 phrases that reveal intellectual laziness, emotional fragility, and a complete lack of self-mastery. Fix these and you don't just sound stronger, you become stronger. You move closer to genuine Stoic freedom, a mind that cannot be shaken, manipulated, or controlled. And stay until the end, because the 5th phrase is the one every weak man repeats. And the ego will fight you when you hear it. 1. I can't help it. No man is free who is not master of himself. By Epictetus. A stupid man announces his weakness long before he fails. How? With this one sentence, I can't help it. It sounds innocent. It sounds harmless. But it exposes a devastating truth. He's surrendered the throne of his own mind. Think about when people say it, after losing their temper, after procrastinating for the 10th time, after giving in to the same habit, the same craving, the same fear. After repeating the same self-destructive pattern they promised to stop, they shrug and say, I can't help it, as if the universe programmed them to fail. But here's the uncomfortable reality. No one is born disciplined. No one is born calm. No one is born wise. These are built, not inherited. When someone says, I can't help it, what they really confess is, I haven't trained my mind. I haven't confronted my impulses. I haven't taken responsibility for my weaknesses. I want to escape blame more than I want to grow. It's a psychological smoke grenade. A distraction to avoid the discomfort of admitting, I chose this. I let this happen. And here's the part most people never realize. Every time you tell yourself, I can't help it, you are training your mind to surrender faster next time. You are wiring helplessness into your identity. You are normalizing emotional slavery. Because if you can't help it, you can't change it. And if you can't change it, you can't grow. The truth is brutal, but freeing. You can help it. You simply haven't learned how yet. Marcus Aurelius wrote, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The Stoics never denied emotion. They never denied impulse. They denied submission to impulse. Here is the unapologetic Stoic method. 1. Interrupt the impulse. When the emotion rises, anger, craving, fear, stop and breathe once. The interruption breaks automatic behavior. 2. Name the force. Say silently, this is anger. This is avoidance. This is fear. Naming the emotion separates you from it. You are the observer, not the puppet. 3. Command the response. Ask, what's the strongest action I can take right now? Strength replaces compulsion. Epictetus taught that every impulse can be resisted when you create a gap between stimulus and response. That gap is where mastery is born. Every time you claim control, no matter how small, you reclaim a piece of your inner kingdom. 2. That's just how I am. Aristotle said, you become what you repeatedly do. A stupid man treats his personality like fate. A wise man treats it like clay. The moment someone says, that's just how I am, they're not describing themselves. They're sentencing themselves. This phrase may sound like self-awareness, but it's actually self-handicapping disguised as authenticity. People use it to justify everything. Their laziness. I'm just not disciplined. Their temper. I'm just blunt. Their insecurity. I'm just an overthinker. Their failure patterns. I'm just unlucky. Their lack of boundaries, I'm just a people pleaser. The phrase isn't neutral. It's a wall, a psychological dead end, a refusal to evolve. Here's the truth most men never confront. Who you are is a story you keep protecting, a convenient one, a familiar one that shields you from responsibility. Because as long as you tell yourself, that's just how I am, you never have to ask the harder question. Why haven't I changed? Every strong man you admire, warriors, leaders, visionaries became who they are because they refused to accept their default programming. They broke it. They rebuilt themselves. Piece by deliberate piece. Meanwhile, the man clinging to his personality as destiny is really saying, I fear becoming someone better, because it will require pain, Seneca wrote. Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. This means character is not a fixed identity, it's a craft, a discipline, a decision you remake every day. The Stoic strategy is ruthless but liberating. Reject identity narratives. Any sentence that begins with, I'm just the type who, it's a lie your comfort zone tells you. Replace it with, this is who I've been, until now. Choose a trait, don't inherit one. If you're lazy, choose discipline. If you're reactive, choose composure. If you're weak-willed, choose endurance. The choice is the transformation. Act before you feel ready. Marcus Aurelius wrote, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. You don't wait for the personality to appear. Become it through action. A new identity is forged the same way a blade is. Pressure, heat, repetition. Number 3. It's not my fault. You must stop blaming and start claiming. Epictetus. There are few sentences that reveal stupidity faster than this one. It's not my fault. Because the moment a man stops owning his life, he stops leading it. Weak men weaponize blame like a shield. They use it to deflect responsibility, maintain their ego, and stay comfortably mediocre. Watch how people say it when they show up late. When they break a promise, when they fail an exam, when they ruin a relationship, when they sabotage their own goals. It wasn't me. It's not on me. I didn't do anything wrong. It always sounds defensive, emotional, childish. A stupid person believes that admitting fault is a threat. A wise person knows that admitting fault is power because you can improve what you refuse to claim. Blame is the anesthesia of the weak. It numbs discomfort, numbs reflection, numbs accountability. But it also numbs growth. Because every time you say, it's not my fault, what you're truly saying is, I'm not in control of my life. I'm a passenger, not the driver. I'd rather be innocent than powerful. Here's the psychological truth people avoid. You don't need to be the cause to take responsibility. Sometimes responsibility means, regardless of who caused this, I will deal with it. That is what separates men from boys. Marcus Aurelius wrote, if it's endurable, then endure it. Stop complaining. And Seneca sharpened it with, the willing are led by fate. The unwilling are dragged. The Stoic method is brutally simple. 1. Own the outcome, not just the action. You may not have caused every problem, but you are responsible for your response. Stop asking, whose fault is this? Start asking, what can I do next? 2. Replace blame with agency. Instead of saying it's not my fault, say, it's my responsibility now. This instantly shifts you from victim to strategist. 3. Treat every problem as training. Epictetus teaches that obstacles aren't punishments, they're workouts. Your patience, discipline, courage, and humility are being trained. Every problem is sculpting a man who can carry more than others can imagine. Number 4. I already know that. It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows. Epictetus. Stupid people think knowledge is a trophy. Wise people know knowledge is a tool. The moment someone says, I already know that, they reveal the exact reason they're stuck. Nothing kills growth faster than premature certainty. Pay attention to when people use this phrase. Someone gives them advice they need, but their pride interrupts. A mentor corrects them, but they get defensive. Life gives them feedback, but they ignore it. They hear wisdom they've never applied, yet dismiss it like a lecture. I already know that is the anthem of the unteachable. Here's the truth. Knowing is meaningless. Doing is everything. You can know discipline, but still procrastinate. You can know patience, but still explode at minor things. You can know responsibility, but still blame others. You can know stoicism, but still crumble under pressure. The gap between what people know and what people live is so massive, it could swallow their entire potential. When a man says, "I already know that," what he really means is, "I don't want to be corrected. I don't want to feel small. I'm protecting my ego, not my future." It's the exact moment he stops evolving. Worse, this phrase makes people blind. It closes the door on every teacher, every perspective, every lesson life is trying to give them. The strongest men are students forever. The weakest men think they graduated from wisdom. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, "Be willing to be corrected." The emperor of Rome supreme, ruler of the most powerful empire, kept his ego small enough to learn. The Stoic method here: 1. Trade ego for curiosity. If someone tells you something you already know, ask, "How well am I living this?" Most of the time, the honest answer is, barely. 2. Assume every teaching has a deeper layer. Seneca wrote, "While we teach, we learn," meaning every idea has levels. If you think you've mastered something, you haven't looked deep enough. 3. Seek correction like a warrior seeks sharpening. A blade that refuses friction becomes dull. A mind that refuses correction becomes useless. If this is hitting hard, pause for 1 second. Not for me, for you. If you're committed to becoming the kind of man who learns, evolves, and dominates his inner world, subscribe to Timeless Stoic Mind. It tells YouTube, "Show me more of this. I want to grow."
Number 5. Become the mind they can't predict. The great man is he who becomes a law unto himself. Nietzsche said, "This is the pinnacle of dangerous intelligence. When your behavior stops following the pattern society trained into you, when you no longer act from fear, validation, habit, or expectation, but from pure strategy. Here's your real flaw. You're predictable. People know exactly how you'll respond to pressure, compliments, insults, attention, silence. They can forecast your reactions before you even have them. Why? Because you operate on autopilot. The same emotional scripts you've used for years. If someone praises you, you soften. If someone challenges you, you tense. If someone ignores you, you overcompensate. Your entire psychological profile is easy to read, and predictable people are easy to control. You never realized that every predictable reaction is a map of your weaknesses. A mind that others can forecast is a mind they can manipulate. And this is why you keep losing power without understanding why. You're clever, but you're not unpredictable. You're aware, but not elusive. You're intelligent, but not untouchable. Here's the final ruthless shift. Break your own patterns so no one can weaponize them. From this point forward, you become strategically inconsistent, not chaotic, not irrational, but intentionally unpredictable. When they expect you to argue, you become silent. When they expect you to fold, you stand firm. When they expect you to chase, you disappear. When they expect you to hesitate, you'll strike, not because you're impulsive, but because you refuse to be readable. The dangerously smart never reveal a stable psychological fingerprint. They adapt, they shift, they evolve faster than others can decode them. And this creates the ultimate power dynamic. People stop assuming they understand you. They stop underestimating you. They stop playing games with you because they cannot predict the cost. You become a moving target in a world full of stationary ones. And a moving target is almost impossible to hit. This is the final law because it transforms every other law into something lethal. Observation becomes sharper, detachment becomes colder, silence becomes heavier, frame control becomes absolute, and your mind becomes untouchable. You've just learned 5 ruthless laws. But here's the part you won't like. Most people will forget everything as soon as the video ends. They'll go back to reacting, oversharing, seeking validation, playing predictable games, and wondering why nothing in their life changes. Don't be most people. From this moment on, you stand at a fork. Either return to the fragile version of yourself you've outgrown, or become the person others can't read, can't manage, and can't manipulate. And understand this: if you go back to your old patterns, you will be devoured by those who follow these laws. If you embrace them, you won't just think differently, you'll become untouchable. If you're ready to join the inner circle of people who see reality clearly, tap like, subscribe, and step inside.